2012. 2012. Think about it a moment. Well, it was a little more than 10 years ago. What a lot happens in 10 years. Well, as I read through the newsletters and the bulletins from that year, it just kept coming to me how so many people who have left us had a tremendous impact on us. For instance, the Alf family, they left us in 2012 for a year in Italy. I remember just a bit before they left, I had a conversation with Mr. Alf. You all know he's a violin maker. And so since I play violin, he has a special place in my heart. And after the service, we were saying, what a great service. Wow. Look at how it all fit together. Those words that Dave Bell said, oh my gosh. And he said to me, wouldn't it be marvelous if these messages could go out over all the world? I said, yes, but how could that ever be done? And would they even want to do that here at the Interfaith Center of Ann Arbor, Michigan? Oh, how we wish that could happen. And then look at us in 2020. Zoom. We went right to Zoom. I don't think we missed a single service. But what a great influence. They stayed in Italy, for those of you who don't know. What else happened in 2012? Well, Heidi and Kelly Love were still at it with their Zoom kind of nature, going here, going there, thinking up all these wonderful things for our children to do. And I found pictures of each kid in their class on a tricycle outside here. And it's so funny to me because how could that ever happen? Kids brought their own tricycles or what? I don't know. But Tommy was on a little three-wheeler like this. And my Max, who was only 12 at the time, was way down there on a tiny tricycle. So these wonderful kids have had such an influence on our congregation. They were always asking for love, and we just gave it to them. And now they're giving to the world their wonderful selves, their dreams, their aspirations. They're out there in the world. Only 10 years. Well, I also thought about Amy Advey, and she's not with us anymore, but she's in spirit all the time. She was thinking through prosperity consciousness in this year. And she had such wonderful things to say. She was talking about money and how it's easy for us to feel guilty if we have too much, but then if we don't have enough, we're in another tailspin. So wonderful, Amy Advey. Heidi was going through thinking in her own mind about asking for what you need. And she talked about her own need for getting a job because she had just finished her requirements for the education degree so that she could go out and be a teacher. And she realized that she had to ask for what she wanted. She couldn't just, hope and wish. She thought about it. She thought about the very place that would be great for her to teach. And she looked up on the want ads on that website every week. Finally, they had an opening. She applied. Boom, she was in. And I think a lot of us know what a wonderful job that was for her to teach delinquent teenagers. Well, I love how Annie inspires us still many, many times. But this especially struck me. From this article, I am grateful to Scott and Shannon Peck's articles. I am grateful to my parents who taught me not to be the love that I am. Oh, Annie, how amazing to think that and then to write it and then have us thinking, oh, yeah, there are people in our lives that told us how not to be. So we're free. We can be whatever we want to be. We have that privilege. Well, Regan Mack was very active with us then. He joined the board at that time. And I just ran into him the other day in Ann Arbor. I said, wait a minute, you've moved so many places since you left here. Are you back again? He goes, oh yeah, I'm back visiting. I have relatives here. Oh, wow. Coming back the full circle. Do you remember that it was he was the first one that went out and bought a tent for the homeless people that were trying to get through the winter, right? The fall days got colder and colder and colder. And he stood up and he made us aware of those Ann Arborites who were homeless. So he went on many trips over there to ask, what do you need? And to bring it to them. Well, in 2012, guess how old Dave Bell was? He was 70. He turned 70. And how grateful we are that he's still attached to us. He's still with us. And that's how we can keep track of how old he is. What a wonder, huh? What a wonder he is into his 80s with us. Well, Joy Pendleton talked in her article about manifesting, and that word has just been going through and through our community, manifesting so many, many things. So I could go on and on, but 2012 was a wonderful year. Thank you for those who were there then, and thank you for those who listened to me about it.